From Days of Thunder to box office blunders.
We'll give you the highs and the lows to all the shows.
Love us or loathe us, we'll tell you how we feel. Welcome to the SkEpTyX. I'm Zeke, and with me as always is Fatty Pete, the Fat Critic, and Dusty, the People's Critic. How you doing today, fellas?
Fantastic.
Now, I want to touch on this first off. It's new. I'm not sure how many people have heard about it. They're talking about making a sequel to 300. What do you think about this?
Are they going to call it 900 or just 600 because it's only times 2?
Well, 3002, I think, is how the title will look.
That's not bad. Kind of like that.
I liked the original. I mean, 300 is a great movie. The 900, I don't know if they're going to do a, like you said, bowling. That's a perfect series. I mean, jeez.
All over it. I mean, what more story is there to tell? I mean, they're all dead.
Hate to ruin the title for you again, but no, yeah, the original was really good. There were future battles after that, but I just wanted to see what you guys felt about it. Beating a dead horse, you know, I'm not sure where it's going to get him.
I'd still probably go to it just because I really enjoyed the first one.
The problem is, I mean, sequels always have killed movies. There's a few that are good, but you know, it's going to be tough.
Okay, now we're looking. This summer is looking to be a huge blockbuster summer. So in May, right away, we have Pirates 3 and we have Spider-Man 3. What do you guys think about those?
Spider-Man 3, yeah, I don't know about that. I wasn't real, like I said, I don't enjoy Tobey Maguire at all. So some Spider-Man. I could play Spider-Man if he's going to be Spider-Man. I'm lanky. Shoot webs too.
That's great. Anyway,
I'm not going to comment.
Okay. I think Spider-Man 3 is gonna be hit or miss with some people.
Pirates 3,
the second one grossed over $1 billion in theaters. This one's probably gonna do better. Whether people like the second one or not, I think it's gonna gross more in the theaters, just because it's the last one in the series. Look, before May though, we have April. April brings Hot Fuzz. You know, when we're moving towards June's gonna be kind of a rough month, but right away we have Hot Fuzz in April, made by the same people that did Shaun of the Dead. I'm looking forward to that one. This week though. This weekend was, well, I'll give it to you with horror movies. What came out? With
horror movies? Well, let's see. Probably something that might help me talk about horror movies really is if I could get some head, maybe. Could we get Head in here? This is my friend Head. We go to the horror movies. We sit up late at night and we, you know, watch and discuss a lot of things. And something we're looking forward to this week is going to probably have to be Dead Silence, actually. It's basically about a ventriloquist that got killed, and now all her little dummies or ventriloquist puppets all go like berserk and start taking people out. So basically I think it's probably going to give kind of like a Puppet Master type of vibe thing. If anyone remembers those, they were pretty bad, but along the same lines. I mean, it's probably not going to be anything great, probably get lost in the generic horror stuff, but if you're a horror fan, probably worth checking out at least.
So you're going to say Dead Silent will fall silent?
More than likely.
But you're going to see it anyway.
Well, yes, because they cut out tongues, and that's pretty cool.
I just don't want to know what you do with that head when you don't go to movies or when you do go to
Actually, I think we're going to have a segment
fact.
about it sometime. We'll show you a day with Head.
Okay, well, besides Dead Silence, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Reign Over Me, and The Hills Have Eyes also saw the box office today. What do you guys feel about those?
I'm kind of looking forward to Reign Over Me. I hope it's a good movie. I don't know. Like we said last week, somebody else made a comment that Adam Sandler needs to get back into his old movies.
That would be me.
I can see that, but you know, he's looking for money.
Actually,
Wedding Singer was probably the last funny one that I saw.
Yeah,
I watched it today. It was great.
Yeah, really, I
really
agree. But Sandler actually took over the Letterman show for one night this week, and he had Don Cheadle on there, and they had a really pretty cool chemistry. So I don't know, I might be way off. It could actually be pretty good.
This is a movie I'm looking forward to see. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the CGI version. Is it worth going to?
I think it's worth going to. I think any movie's worth going to. You know.
Do you think it's because you like the old ones, or because you think this new one has potential?
It's because I like the old ones.
Agree. Totally.
Okay. What about The Hills Have Eyes 2?
Probably mainly just something for us horror people. I mean, it's obviously another sequel. Should be interesting. Wes Craven and his kid wrote it, so
it's going to be terrible.
See. Probably, but
it's going to be terrible.
Horror's awesome.
No.
Okay.
Although I know Zeke has a lot of estrogen running through those veins, so that stuff kind of creeps him out a little bit.
You're the one who goes to see the movies.
That's true, but I ain't scared of a man's man.
I'm sure you are a man's
As
man.
his head.
You're the right one for the guy. This week we're going to focus on Shooter. Is you know, in the last 12 months, we've seen movies like Smokin' Aces, Miami Vice, Breach, Bond, and Slevin come out. How do you think Shooter is going to match up to these? You know, previous years have seen box office blunders such as Precinct 13. How did you feel about that one?
Well, when I was watching Precinct 13, the feeling that I got was that I went to the store, I bought a unripened pineapple, actually, so the pokies are still really sharp. Then it was like I wrapped barbed wire around it, and then I twisted it sideways like this, and then I jammed it straight up my ass. It was really painful, some of the worst acting I have ever seen. I mean, dude, it's bad.
So compared to Shooter, how do you think that's going to be?
Compared to Shooter?
Do you expect that same thing to happen again? Mark Wahlberg's coming off an Oscar nomination for Departed. He's moving towards the Brazilian Job, the sequel to the Italian Job. What do you think Shooter's going to do for him?
I think the Funky Bunch is, influencing the Oscar guys, paying him off or something, because that guy sucks. He's no better than New Kid on the Block, Donnie.
Whoa.
He's bad.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights is...
He got down with the fever in Boogie Nights.
That's true, and Heather
And
Graham,
Roller
too.
Girl. Oh. That's all I got to say. Boogie Nights.
Okay, so
I share a lot of similarities with that movie. It was almost based on me, I think, but...
Why, do you roller skates when you're naked?
Only Days
only
and
when he
why?
sleeps.
You don't compare to Mark Wahlberg in the final shot of that
Well, that was all prosthetics. I don't need any of that.
So for the Shooter, is this a movie you're going to go see? Is it something you're going to see again? Is it something you'll buy when it comes on a DVD?
Probably wouldn't go out and buy it, but, might as well go to it, give it a chance. You never know.
So straight across the board now, cut it or keep it?
Might as well keep it, just to see.
I think I'd say cut it. I don't like Mark Wahlberg. He's got his problems with a lot of movies. Boogie Nights, that's my only movie that I liked him in.
I'm going to say keep it. It's Shooter. I'm an action junkie. It's something I want to see this one. I want to give him a shot. I didn't necessarily like his role in The Departed, but I liked him in The Italian Job. The sequel, Brazilian Job, will be good. I'm going to give him a shot on the Shooter version. I think the plot's all right, so I'm going to say keep it.
And plus, you like seeing him with his shirt off and stuff, though, too, right? Don't you?
Only when I have you pictured in my mind.
Talking about action, though, look at Breach. Flopped.
That's
Nothing
true.
to it.
That's true. The trailer did seem a lot more intense than the movie was, and I think Shooter does have an intense trailer, but I think it's gonna show that in the movie itself.
For Breach, I had a breach in my pants and had to leave because it was nauseating.
It's devastating to morale.
I about fell asleep. It was boring. It was straight up dialogue throughout the whole thing.
It was a very slow movie, and I don't think Shooter will be the same thing. I'm looking forward to it. By the way, Dusty, I want to know, since you're the People's Critic, I'm writing a book, Top 10 Reasons You Suck. I was wondering if you'd be available for an interview later on.
Anytime, just give me a buzz.
All right, well, there you have it. The show is, the final tally is 1-2 in favor of the Shooter this weekend, so we're keeping that one. That's it for the SkEpTyX. See you next week.